Welcome back to The Deep Dive, your ultimate shortcut to, well, really understanding the entertainment industry's most captivating dramas.
That's right.
Today, we're not just looking at headlines. We're pulling back the curtain on how Hollywood kind of crafts its biggest stories, from those blossoming romances to explosive lawsuits.
Yeah, we live for the juicy details.
Oh, absolutely. And you're about to get completely in the know on all the most talked about moments right now. Okay, let's unpack this.
And our mission, like always, is to cut through all that noise, find the real stories buried under the headlines, and connect the dots in what seems like, just chaos in the celebrity world.
Right.
We want to give you those aha moments, maybe some real insights into why these fascinating dramas unfold the way they do.
Get ready.
Yeah, get ready, because the lines between reality and performance, they're about to get delightfully blurred.
Exactly. We're diving headfirst into the latest new romances that have everyone buzzing. The high-stakes courtroom fireworks that are honestly better than any scripted show.
Oh, for sure.
Some absolutely shocking blind items keeping that whisper network alive. And, of course, our signature bold predictions. The ones you just won't hear anywhere else.
Gotta have those.
There will be laughs, there will be some deep digging, and yeah, predictions that'll have everyone talking about what's really going on behind those velvet ropes. Let's do this.
Let's go.
All right, let's kick things off with a question on everyone's lips. Is love truly in the air, or are we watching another, perfectly crafted PR campaign? We're talking Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster. The biggest buzz right now.
Yeah.
It feels like Bennifer 2.0 to me.
Yeah.
That early 2000s vibe, super public power, couple stuff.
Totally. The nostalgia factor is there.
Right. Both Hugh and Sutton are fresh off splits. The paparazzi. They've been practically living outside their doors, catching what looks like real PDA in Santa Monica, New York. And get this, Hugh's ex even hinted at, betrayal in her divorce filing. So the question is this a real theatrical romance straight out of Broadway? Or is it just, perfectly timed PR? Maybe managing the divorce narratives, maybe building buzz? Here's where it gets really interesting.
What's truly fascinating here is how tangled up their professional and personal lives have become.
Right.
And how, strategically that can be used. You've got Hugh and Sutton, famous for The Music Man together.
Amazing chemistry.
Oh, their onstage chemistry wasn't just undeniable. It was, electric. The kind that sells tickets, right? Then, almost too perfectly timed, both quietly divorced within months. Hugh from Deborah Lee Furness, Sutton from Ted Griffin, the Ocean's 11 writer. So the timing is something.
It really is. And when you see the photos, it's not just casual friendship. It's that subtle, kind of intimate, he knows what she orders without asking vibe.
That energy.
That level of comfort. It suggests something deep is forming, whether it's real or just presented really well for the cameras.
This whole thing isn't just a live story. It feels like a masterclass in modern celebrity branding. We're seeing Broadway's authenticity being woven into Hollywood narratives. It's smart.
It is smart.
Yeah.
That he knows what she orders. Energy, that's the clue we live for. And it makes us wonder, where's this going? So, prediction number 1, Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster go public by summer's end.
Okay, bold. How?
My theory, let's call it Kai's theory, is a soft launch. Think Sutton's Instagram, mid-July. Gorgeous black and white photo, artsy filter, caption something subtle like, everything's coming up roses A. Elegant, low-key, but says everything.
I hear you on the soft launch. Very 2024. But for Hugh Jackman, I actually think they'll go bigger.
Really?
Yeah. My bet, Harper's counter, maybe, is that publicists love a grand entrance. There's no soft launch for this kind of star power. They're going to make a splash.
Okay.
I'm predicting a red carpet debut, Venice Film Festival, Sutton in stunning Valentino, Hugh right there, probably doing jazz hands for the cameras, lean into the Broadway charm.
Oh my God, I could totally see Hugh doing jazz hands on the Venice red carpet. That's brilliant.
It's timed, it's intentional, controls the narrative.
And speaking of theatricality, here's our bonus conspiracy. This whole romance, it's actually the prelude to a Lin-Manuel Miranda original movie musical.
Ooh, interesting.
If that happens, we are calling it now. Sutton Foster is about to enter her Barbra Streisand era. Mark my words.
Okay, if we connect this to the bigger picture, leveraging a real romance for a project, not new, but the type of romance, the way it's presented, That feels different. Makes sense for studios.
Absolutely.
Now, moving from potential new love to maybe rumored heartbreak, what's fascinating here are the optics around Orlando Bloom.
Right. What's going on there?
TMZ reported he flew solo to that huge Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez wedding in Venice. No Katy Perry.
Yeah, that seemed odd for that wedding.
Exactly. So it instantly sparks the question, is this like an unspoken breakup announcement, a quiet signal things are over? Or is it genuinely just conflicting June schedules? Which some people are saying,
Yeah.
but the visual, a star that big arriving alone to that event, it speaks volumes, louder than any statement.
It really does. And that kind of ties into other social media drama we saw.
Yeah.
The supposed mutual unfollow on Instagram between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber.
Oh, yeah. Jared called it a shade alert.
Right. And it immediately fueled all that speculation again. Is Selena still close to Justin? Is Hailey sending message? So what does this all mean for that whole saga? That triangle just keeps burning, doesn't it?
It never ends.
Okay, let's pivot. From romance drama to courtroom fireworks. Because this next story, it's the ultimate reality show playing out right now. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yes, let's.
We're talking Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
It ends with us film drama.
Which has been absolutely wild.
Insane. Remember, Baldoni's first $400 million defamation suit got tossed.
Right.
Then he tried to subpoena Blake's texts to Taylor Swift.
Which was just whack.
The court threw that out, called it blatant misuse of process. Now, Blake's countersued him, and she's trying to subpoena Scooter Braun.
It's getting messy.
It is a messiest.
Yeah.
And it's heading to a full trial, March 2026.
This is truly more than just a lawsuit. It feels like Succession meets TMZ Live.
Totally.
The stakes are incredibly high for both of their images, which they've curated so carefully.
Absolutely.
Blake Lively, she curates her reputation with almost Gilded Age precision. Every outfit, every appearance, meticulous. She cannot afford a public trial, having her personal life picked apart.
Right.
And then you have Justin Baldoni. He's branded himself as this woke rom-com savior, right?
Yeah.
Promoting this wholesome image.
Yes, that whole brand.
He absolutely cannot afford courtroom receipts, texts, emails, whatever coming out that contradict that persona.
Oh, the receipts would be killer.
The image damage alone could be catastrophic for both. It really shows how fragile these curated brands are. This raises an important question. Is this even about justice anymore, or is it just a power play using the legal system?
Oh, absolutely. The PR nightmare alone.
Wow. Which leads us straight to prediction number 2. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal war ends in a massive, messy settlement.
Okay, makes sense.
My theory, Kai's theory, this absolutely settles out of court. Probably by Q1 2026. Too much risk, too many big reputations.
Right.
But, and this is a big but, not before enough dirt, enough juicy details leak out, enough to make us lose all faith in people with six-packs and book deals. It's going to be glorious and horrifying to watch.
Okay, while I agree a settlement is likely, just because of the risk, Harper's theory is maybe a bit uglier.
Ooh, tell me.
I think Blake might push for a nastier fight than you think. It's not just about money for her. She might want the receipts out, even if just in depositions.
Interesting.
It's about sending a message, like, don't come for Serena van der Woodsen unless you're ready for full Gossip Girl energy. Yes, the Gossip Girl energy.
She might want to make an example, drag it out, inflict maximum PR damage on his side. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's a classic Hollywood power play, using litigation for narrative control.
Oh, the Gossip Girl energy is so real. And here's our bonus Hollywood twist. A limited series dramatizing this whole trial, already being pitched at Hulu.
Get out.
Seriously, working title. It
Yep.
ends with them. I am setting my DVR now. We live for this meta drama.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, let's dive into the juicy, kind of murky world of blind items and Bravo Liberty mayhem.
My favorite.
This is where the Whisper Network thrives, where rumors get tested before they get headlines. For anyone new, blind items are anonymous gossip tips, hinting at scandals without naming names. Plausible deniability, you know.
The best kind of gossip.
Exactly. Starting with blind gossip, #1. There's one making the rounds about a top-tier former superhero actor, allegedly came out as trans to a permanent A-list actress. The big question is, was it a joke between them? Or is this the start of something real, a huge public transition for a major star? The actress apparently played it cool, but gossip sites are going nuts trying to decode who it is.
It's the ultimate guessing game, isn't it? That ambiguity is the power. And speaking of wild, let's move to blind gossip, #2.
Uh-huh.
This one suggests a Real Housewife is manufacturing drama for airtime. Like, so much drama, it backfired spectacularly.
Oh, no.
Details are thin, but the phrase drunken junk housewife is apparently trending somewhere.
Drunken junk housewife, oh my God.
And supposedly it was wild even for Bravo standards, which, you know, says a lot.
It really does. Wow. Here's where it gets really interesting
Yeah.
as we try to piece this together. Drunken junk housewife. That phrase just screams pure chaos. Which brings us neatly to prediction number 3. A Real Housewife gets demoted after a meltdown hits Bravo next season. It feels inevitable.
It does. And we have some serious clues here, pointing to more than just like typical reality TV stuff. The word junk is heavily rumored to mean substances, not just general bad behavior.
Oof.
Plus, the phrase housewife meltdown bigger than Scandival is floating around Reddit, which is frankly terrifying.
Bigger than Scandival. How is that even possible?
Right. Scandival shut down the internet. And check TikTok, there's supposedly a viral video of a Bravo PA face-blurred lip-syncing to "I'm not the drama, am I?"
No. From inside production.
Yeah, hinting at a situation that's maybe unmanageable. This raises an important question. Who could possibly fit this level of chaos? Who gets demoted?
Okay, I have a guess. Kai's guess. Brandi Glanville. Surprise return. Nuclear drama. Gets refired after a full-on bathroom brawl at the reunion.
Huh. That's peak Brandi energy, absolutely, and would break the internet.
Right.
But while I appreciate the nuclear theory, ratings gold for a minute, Harper's safer bet is maybe more grounded in the current franchises.
Okay, safer bet?
I'm thinking a current RHOBH cast member tries way too hard to be the new Lisa Rinna, create the drama, be the center.
Uh-huh. I can see that.
Goes too far, gets quietly benched mid-season. Bravo announces she's taking time to focus on family.
Ah, the classic, focus on family.
Which is, yes, classic Bravo code for producers called security, she's out.
Oh, that line is always code. And for our bonus prediction, a reunion taping any franchise gets completely halted. Andy Cohen does that slow, disappointed blink.
Oh, the blink.
And just says, we're done here. The internet goes feral. It's coming. I feel it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now let's quickly hit some wild cards. Yeah. Unexpected Hollywood stuff that just caught our eye. Proves celebrity culture is always surprising.
Always.
First, India Love Westbrook's reality royalty, right?
Yeah.
Caught with Kai Cenat at Twitch's Streamer University.
Interesting crossover.
People are calling it streamer domination. Such an unexpected move. Traditional reality TV meets the huge gaming streaming world.
And then, totally different vibe. Jaws 50th anniversary merch mania.
Oh, yeah.
TMZ recorded Universal is cashing in big time. Funko Pops, rubber duckies, shark stuff everywhere. Makes me wonder, is it pure nostalgia? Or just a shrewd marketing feeding frenzy for our wallets? Shows how IP lasts forever.
It's definitely both, I think. And, okay, Ezra Miller, after months of silence, legal troubles.
Yeah. What's the latest?
Just Jared spotted. Rare public appearance in Italy, broke months of silence. Fans are already asking, is this comeback time? Or just a very careful re-entry?
We'll see. And finally, a casual Chris Rock sighting in Soho. A Des Moines readers reported it. Just him walking in NYC.
Right.
But his casual strolls always spark so much speculation, so many fan theories. Even mundane moments ignite the gossip mill. It's that spontaneous stuff we love, right? When not everything feels managed.
Totally. That unscripted energy is what we live for, even while we try to decode the scripts. And speaking of decoding, time for fan-fueled follow-up predictions from you, our listeners.
Love these.
Got this from @BravoBrat89. What if Blake Lively planned this feud to promote her own book deal?
Whoa.
Diabolical. Genius. I would absolutely read that book.
Okay, if she drops a memoir called Speak Now, Taylor's version of events, I will actually scream. That's the ultimate mic drop.
Right. Next level. And then a Hugh Slush Fund sent this theory. Jackman's romance is PR. He's about to announce a return to Wolverine in the MCU.
Ah, the Marvel connection.
That's chaos I can get behind. Broadway beard for Marvel cash.
Yeah.
Delicious. Fits that multi-platform branding we talked about.
Or maybe he's just finally living his truth. Love, dance breaks, and Sutton Foster. Sometimes the simple explanation is the most joyful one. Maybe Hollywood wants us to see that too, even if it feels planned.
And sometimes the simplest explanation is exactly what Hollywood wants you to think. Okay, we have covered so much ground today.
We really have.
Bubbling romances, courtroom bombs, shady blind items, merch madness.
Yeah.
And those two blinds that are still keeping us guessing.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. How much of Hollywood is truly spontaneous, genuinely unscripted, and how much is just a meticulously crafted performance, a grand illusion for us? The lines are so often blurred, and it's that fascinating dance between reality and perception that makes it all so endlessly captivating.
It truly is. And now, it's your turn. We need your theories. Who do you think is the former superhero from Blind Gossip #1?
Yeah, spill the tea.
Which housewife is spiraling? And is Taylor Swift secretly ghostwriting Blake's subpoenas? We need answers. DM us, tag us, shout it from your rooftops. We are listening.
We are.
Stay nosy, stay loud, and stay fabulous.